Are you serious? And yes, I have my coffee. So this video is going to be probably no longer than usual. I got these on again because I got my iPad sideways and the green light's way over there. And I can't look like this the whole time, so we do this. Last night was supposed to be a blood moon here. And I waited till about 11:30, and then I was looking, and it said something about midnight. And it was clear and white the whole time, so I finally said, forget that, and came in the house and got ready to go to bed. But, again, on April 8th, which is fairly close, not too long away, you have all this stuff. You got the Devil Horn Comet. You got the eclipse. National Guard's out. All that. Again, I understand this in a way, but I also don't in a way, because I'm old enough that I've seen a few solar eclipses. I didn't run anywhere to see them because they were here. But it was, oh, wow, look at that. And you'd see it happen. But to go spend buku money, drive many miles, it's not really in my bucket list to go do. But the thing that they were bringing up, and again, this may not happen. Maybe none of it happens. But it's better to be, as I've always said, what's it better to be? Prepared. Not scared, just prepared. So, basically they say, oh yeah, you know, food, water, supplies, because the tourists are going to come, they're going to buy it all up, and you won't have any of this. But you have to go back to 1812. I think it was 1812. It could have been 1811. I don't know exactly the year, but it was in there. And when this eclipse happened on that date, there was like an 8-point-something earthquake in Missouri, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. It might be Mississippi, so don't get me, you know, whatever. But wherever it was, there was an 8.0 earthquake there, and it was so strong that the Mississippi River ran backwards for 15 minutes. That's what Arizona said in his video years ago. Again, as I told you, the reason why no one's really seen, this is why I know a lot of these pictures of supposed the planet are not real. Because, again, the old cycle of days was 360 days to a year. Thus the 3,600 and all this and everything else. Something came by, locked onto us, and slowed us down. Okay? Making the days 365 days instead of 360. That means that the whole calendar for that thing is off. Because all these guys that did these videos, their time frames were wrong. Now, maybe that was on purpose. Maybe that was so it would come and go and people wouldn't freak out after that. But it doesn't mean what they said was bullcrap. It just means the events didn't happen when they said they would. So, you got that. But 40 budget trucks, tents, military, police force, all that. I can't see somebody imbibing a little too much and going crazy over an eclipse, but who knows? There's so much other crap going on right now, it's not even funny. One of my predictions that I've talked about, and I always leave names out because I'm not going to say anything about one person or the other, and I got a couple ones to go into. The first one is old Smiley and his Antichrist. Well, if sources are correct, that person has some kind of cancer that might take him out in a couple of years. It may be true, it may be not true. I read it on like a European, not it wasn't a tabloid, but it was their news, not ours, okay? And who knows what it is, maybe it's true, maybe it isn't. There's that. Then here's my little bit. So when this whole thing comes in another, what's this, almost April? So 7 months? And even maybe before that, there's probably going to be what they call chaos, no matter who wins or looks like they're going to. If one guy wins, they're going to be mad. If the other side wins, they're going to be mad. See? There's no winning. We got to have disorder before order. That's going to come. Now let's talk a little bit about this. This in no way is saying that, oh, I support these guys because it's what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that people aren't looking at the whole picture and they're only looking at what they read. This whole you-know-what that's going on between these two countries, one actually is winning by a different means that no one even notices. The other wouldn't need funding like crazy if they were winning. You see what I'm saying? So the one guy puts all of his crappy crap over here while he goes over this way and comes in from the other side with good stuff. And then what happened? If this happens with NATO, boo, 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 then we're going to send a into Poland. Did it happen? It did. Is there a big response to it? Well, maybe we don't know about it if there is, because they never tell us. So, everything is symbolic. More than likely, the comet is Nostradamus' comet. They had a thing last night I watched on YouTube about the Simpsons and then predicting all this stuff. People laugh, oh, it's a cartoon, but they don't understand that the guy, the main person, is a Mason. And somehow they know things. Cartoon about robotics taking over, and that's already happening. It doesn't mean that, oh, this cartoon, no, that's not the deal. The guys that make it, draw it, and do whatever, you see what I'm saying? So, and you also got to watch what's going on right now in the regular news because it is a wag the dog, so you're not looking over here. The big American news, P. Diddy. Now, I won't go into my beliefs about that because I kind of knew, something told me way back when all this stuff happened with all these other people that somehow or another this person over here, you know what I mean? You got that. Then you got that big cargo ship that looks too large to go under a little bitty bridge. Oh, they lost control. But everybody's now looking over this way, and they're not looking over this way. You see what I mean? Sway the way, thing to this. Let me tell you this. Here, there's a lot of military traffic here as far as air traffic. There's no military base that close to us, but there is an airport, not a main airport, that they do land at that's right by where I live. I see this every day. A couple days ago, 2 big C-140s came over and landed in that place. The fighter jets, and I always forget which ones are which because I'm older now and not as into that as I used to be. So, but they come in, do touch and goes all the time. And then you get on the next door, oh, what's that all about? If you dare say, The Sound of Freedom, they get all bent. Well, here's the other thing. So I forgot when this happened, but there was, what did they call it, a nuclear proliferation treaty or something like that? And they signed it and they started taking stuff down. Well, had they not, that thing with Poland probably wouldn't have happened. See? Now, I'm going to go into a little bitty thing. This is not a promotion by any means, but it is something that you might think about while all these guys on here are rambling about all this other. I'm not buying gold. I'm not buying silver. I do have some that's worth a little bit, but not much. But I'm going to tell you this, which I found. So probably 3 or 4 years ago, our gas station had an actual Bitcoin machine. And I would pass it, and one day I thought, you know what? I'm going to put whatever it is for one piece, whatever it is, even if it isn't a full coin sum. And I won't tell you what the minimum buy-in was, but it's now above it. It goes up and it goes down, and it goes up and it goes down, depending on the banking system. When banks aren't doing well, it goes up. Right now, it's up. More than what I paid for it. I would say crypto. I wouldn't say all this other stuff. And then just buy one little bit of it and leave it alone. See where it goes. That's my commercial, which wasn't one. Because I'm going to get on that again. And this is, like I said, no diss to the channel. I kind of understand a little bit of it. But again, don't put into your video breaking. And then we got 5 minutes of infomercials about pillows and gold and keto and all that. Now that I know that, I just skip a bit and then listen. The other thing is Thursday night, my favorite show. But I never tune in till it's half over. Because I know where the music's going to come. I know where the talking's going to come. I know when that's going to come. That's always about midway in. And then the last hour I listen to it, and then when he's done, I turn it off. Webinars are ridiculous for people to have no money. So you're going to tell me that's so important that you're going to do that so nobody can, find out what it's about. Now, the last little bit of this video, we're going to go back to Nibiru and the dwarf star, which are two different things, and the dwarf star could very well be a comet, like Gil Broussard said it was. But it looks large enough to be a planet because the cone is huge. Over my time, there's really been only 2 to 3 people that knew what the heck they were talking about. Now, the Arizona guy, which you can't hardly find anymore, I talked to a relative of his, whether it was a grandson or the son or whoever it was. This guy showed me pictures. These were actual astronomy pictures from a college, which I don't have. I didn't keep them. So when Arizona said, oh, that looked across the street, well, yeah, see where my hand is? It looked like this in the telescope. Didn't mean he went outside and saw it that huge. And then, like I said, back in those days, I was fairly known. And so the guy came out and did some funny video about me, discrediting me. It was on purpose. And then I faded out and nobody knew me. I was gone. Arizona, Gil Broussard, Bob Fletcher. Now, Bob Fletcher, I've thrown that video up a couple times. It's 11 hours of Bob Fletcher. But you want to get rid of the first 25 minutes of it because he's going to sit there and talk about a toy business that he owned that really doesn't have anything to do with the rest of it. But once he gets into the story, you don't got to buy his DVD. I think he finally passed away. But you don't got to buy his DVD or anything because he's told you pretty much everything that they wanted to tell you in that video. Okay? And there's probably a guy I'm leaving out, but there's only 3 to 4 people that really know what the hell they're talking about. Everybody else. Oh, here's one. This guy, no, I'm not putting you down, my friend, but you didn't know what you were talking about. I did meet him once. He was an ex-radio DJ named Donnie Gilson. I don't know how I remembered his name. Boy, and he came on here about Nibiru and all this and blah, 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 blah. Nope. None of it happened. Nobody knows if you were just trying to get hits or likes. No one knows. But you were wrong. A lot of things are happening, and it ain't going to be tomorrow or the next day, but a lot of things are happening. I will never give you a time frame. Well, time frame maybe. Date and place? No, because nobody can do that. No one can. The book even says it, but really you can't because you can't. So I can't even say, when. All we do know is a frame. The funny thing is, Pons Brooks does come at the time that Gil Broussard said it, that the one they were looking for came. However, this is not the right color. But it comes around Passover. People go, oh, that's not what it means. No, the thing passed over. Well, no, that's not what it is. Yes, that's what they make it today, but it was originally called Passover because the thing passed over. That's why. And Gil says there's 2 Passovers. Okay, so anyway, if I was to give you a month, I could never give you a year or time. I would probably say, like actual whatever, like August, maybe through October. Somewhere in there. When, I don't know. I already have told you a lot of it. I'm not going to go back into that. But there's a lot of things that are going on right now. Oh, and today was a pretty rough day. I'm just now coming out of it. And if I had to go on to work right now, I don't know if I could have done it. But anyway, it is what it is. And I haven't taken any medication now and still not coughing. But that doesn't mean I won't. So anyway, like I was saying in the beginning of this video, stay stocked up, make sure you have enough. And then when things happen, even if they don't, you still got it. See? And you got enough to eat anyway. So why just sit there and go, nah, tinfoil hatters, none of that'll ever happen. And then all of a sudden, oops. Why is that guy building that big boat? Boy, that guy's pretty crazy. Oh, you're funny. Oh, shit, it's starting to rain. Oh, crap. Oh, you got room on there for me? Well, no, because this is just for the people that are on it and the animals. I guess I should have prepared. It's what it's like. So anyway, my friends, I'm going to end this video here. I was lucky. The time frame where there was no one here, I was able to put it out. You guys have a really good day. I'll be seeing you, and hang in there. Things are happening.